Hi, I'm John Bermingham with the Board of Supervisors here in Upper Mount Bethel Township with Dr. Raso. Hi,
Good
Doc.
afternoon.
Doc, what are the latest numbers for Northampton County and specifically Upper Mount Bethel Township?
Northampton County is 22,682 with 582 deaths. Penargil is 333. Bangor is 849. Mount Bethel is 169 presently.
Okay.
Which isn't really a jump a lot from the last time.
Yeah. How would you say the vaccination process is going at this point?
Well, the fact that a lot of the hospitals and areas seem to be running out of them, looks like they're getting out what they're producing.
Yep.
It does take a while to produce vaccines. We are pretty hopeful that on the 28th that Johnson & Johnson is given their provisional. Now, as much as you hear people talk about Johnson & Johnson not as good as the first two, everybody has to remember that the first two only had a 70% rate after one dose. And what's different, this is basically a lot easier to make, and it does work against the other variants of COVID-19.
Okay. Bloomberg News reported that it could be 7 years before the U.S. reaches herd immunity unless it ramps up the 2-dose vaccines. Dr. Fauci has said it will be by the beginning of 2022 for us to reach herd immunity. What are your thoughts here?
Well, if you look at the amount of people who've actually had the disease in the United States, and we'll hopefully have 150 million people vaccinated by the summer, well, we're almost at herd immunity then.
Okay. Where can people who are eligible for the vaccine go to look up where the vaccine is being distributed?
Well, I'm not the Wizard of Oz, but I would like to tell you, you just have to keep on going on the sites, the Weiss site, the Walgreens site, the St. Luke's site, and Lehigh Valley site, and just get your name on there, and hopefully they'll have it when you need it.
Okay. We hear that pharma companies who have the vaccine like Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, like you said, are working 24/7, 7 days a week to produce the vaccine, yet supply is limited. How long until the next round of eligible participants can get in line to receive the vaccine, with it right now being the healthcare workers, the elderly, and those with the compromised immune system?
I would say hopefully by April or May at the latest.
Okay. Many are in the process of getting their second dose of the vaccine, and they've asked me to ask you, how long should a person wait after getting their second round of shots from being able to, feel free again and go able to see friends and loved ones?
I would say no more than 2 to 4 weeks, but you should still always wear your mask and wash your hands, because, you could potentially get exposed to it. You'll be okay, but you could pass it on accidentally.
Yep. Now that you've had the coronavirus, how long has it taken for you to fully recover? And what have been the ongoing symptoms even after you no longer had the coronavirus?
Ongoing symptoms for me, it seemed to have damaged my nerves in my feet, and I am seeing a neurologist about that, but it seems every week goes by it gets better, so
Good.
I think it's just going to get better. Now, I can tell you that a lot of people have a lot of different strange symptoms. They get brain fog or this or that. Clearly it's some people react differently to the virus.
Yep. The United States this week passed over 450,000 deaths from the coronavirus. Why is the United States leading the number of deaths in the world?
Because I don't think we like lockdowns. I think we're people who want to do things. I think the strange things, the death rate is higher in states with more lockdowns than states without lockdowns. So it's hard to understand why it's all happening.
Yeah. The Super Bowl is tomorrow. What advice would you give to those who might be going to a Super Bowl party?
Wear your mask, wash your hands, and keep your distance.
Yep. Okay, I have some resident questions.
Go ahead, John.
First resident question. If I have already had the coronavirus, should I still get vaccinated?
Well, I think the science is that you should get vaccinated. Now, some people have said, the CDC says 10 days. I still would recommend at least 2 to 3 months before you got the vaccination.
Okay.
Because there has been some strange things that happened to some people who got the vaccination after a very close time since they had it. So I'd still wait a while.
Okay. Next question is, Pfizer and Moderna both require 2 shots of the vaccine. Do I have to get both shots? What if I only get 1 shot?
Well, if you get 1 shot, you'll be protected about 70% of the time. If you get both, it goes up to 95.
Okay. Next resident's question is, can I stop wearing a mask after I get the vaccine?
No.
Okay. Next question, is it safe for me to get the vaccine if I have an underlying medical condition?
Yes.
Okay. And last question, are there any medications I should avoid taking if I have the coronavirus?
Well, when it first came out, people who are on certain types of blood pressure pills seem to have more problems, and those are ACE inhibitors. But since the beginning of that, no, it really is not too much you have to avoid.
Okay. Any other advice you want to give to the people of the township?
Keep your spirits up. Know that we're getting through this and we're going to be okay. Just take some time. We're doing a lot better than we were.
Great. Doctor, thank you as always for being there for us. So thank you, everyone. And just to let you know, tomorrow we're supposed to get another snowstorm in the township. Snow starting about 6 a.m. It looks like they're calling for 3 to 6 inches. We have to monitor the storm. We are doing that. And you'll see our road crew out and about. Please stay off the roads if you can, and be safe tomorrow, especially if you're going to a Super Bowl party. Otherwise, like the doc said, we will get through this. Until then, God bless and take care of yourself.